let's bring out the stars for your Atlanta Hawks. At forward, 6'8", number 10, Zachary Rizzo. At guard, 6'7", number 5, Dyson Daniel. At forward, 6'8", number 1, David Thompson. At guard, 6'1", number 11, Tyce Trey Young. At center, 7'7", number 00, Bruce.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kristaps Porzingis.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. And for Atlanta, the front court is Rizushea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's the monster in at the 5, roaming the paint. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind, and that'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
On the wing, Daniels. And the rejection by Holmgren. The kick out to Young. Hands it from downtown.
Well, you need to run Trae off of his shot. If Young gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
Pass to Caruso.
Assistance by Bruce.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the floater. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Young against Caruso. Young, right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
so he hits both. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he makes the first.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here is Daniels. We saw him with 10 points last game. Pass to the monster. Dort grabs the miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Holmgren with the steal. Young against Caruso. He lobs it up. Intercepted. Young looking it over. Pass to Johnson. Here is Daniels. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. And he drives in.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Here's Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Now let's find out what head coach Quinn Snyder had to say to David Aldridge. David.
And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Young finds Johnson. To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Williams. A wide open look here for Caruso. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. To the inside. Here's the monster. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. The monster's got his second bucket.
Yeah, when you look at Trae Young's career numbers, he's got one of the highest assist averages ever.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Williams, that's a two-pointer. And it's Reza Shai with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
and a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Reza Shea.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis, he's checked in for Atlanta. No good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 4. Down low, stolen by Dort. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Rebound by the Hawks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Here's the monster. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. A 17-point game for him in the win against Orlando. Up top, Porzingis. He's guarded by Williams. Porzingis passes to the monster. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the bucket by the Hawks. It's Dort on the wing. 12 points his last outing. Clock at 6. Here's Caruso. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, you don't see Caruso take these shots much, but that doesn't mean he'll pass on the chance to score.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Hawks leading by 6. Bounce pass Young. Holmgren comes with the double team. Johnson, a wide open look, gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 5.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Now here's Williams. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Back to Caruso. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Young against Caruso. Young, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams for the 3. Drains the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Hawks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Young. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. over Young. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Porzingis. Fires the three. Rebound by Wallace.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And the conversation for Porzingis, Coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And they're trailing by 6. Pass to Holmgren. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here is Young, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Pass to the monster. Shoots from the right block, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams dishes to Wallace. Now, here's Holmgren. Pulls from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Johnson. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 4-point game. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. This is his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And for the Hawks, they're shooting an impressive 60% early. Pass to the monster. Kicks it out to Johnson. This one for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
They get it back. Porzingis on the foul. And the Hawks lead by 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Hawks making a switch here. Carey's checked in. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Williams comes in for Williams. Wiggins is checked in for George. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here now the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Wallace misses. Land has gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Carey passes to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first team starter.
It's going to be on Nikola Topic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement.
Take a break.
They're moving
2
the
shots.
ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
That's good from Johnson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Trae Young. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Thunder trailing by 11. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And so it's Oklahoma City with it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Inside, taken away by Williams. Wiggins with it. In the corner, Wallace with it. The kick out to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Topic. The Thunder with another miss. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's Carey. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 13 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Kane, he's checked in for Atlanta. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We take a look at the Hawks. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
Well, right now for the Hawks, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here's Wiggins, still without a basket. Here's Topic. Pass to Williams. Wiggins outside. Screen by Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's drained from the low block.
Assisted by Aaron Wiggins.
1:06 left in the first. Here's Carey. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Now Porzingis jacks up a 3. He can't get that one.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wallace misses. Atlanta leading by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Carey. The tray. And stolen by Wiggins. Rebound by the Hawks.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Carey. Alexander Walker with the ball. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with money, and it's Reza Shea in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. The kick out to Williams. Shoots off the step back. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Young from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Caruso, the pass to Dort. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game. Atlanta leading by 17. Here's Kane. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. And it's Reza Shea missing. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And yes, it's good. Topic has got his first bucket in this one. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Young outside. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now, Reza Shea. Pass to Kane. Now, Reza Shea. Launches it. The Hawks again can't hit. Thunder trailing by 13. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the Hawks making a change here. Daniels is checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Isaiah Joe comes in for Alex Caruso. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Topic. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Williams looking around. steps back and fires. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Cool hands checked in for Jalen Johnson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Kane. Nothing on the board. And here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards.
In that game against Brooklyn, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 17. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 15.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Cool Hands. Here's Daniels, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Line for 2. Daniels.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Both free throws good from Daniels. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. And here is Holmgren. Covered by Okongwu. Elbow shot. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Hawks leading by 16. And here's Daniels. Here's Cool Hands. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Joe.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams, that's for 2. Kane grabs the board.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. In the corner, Daniels. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Daniels. Lets it fly from 18. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 18. And here's Daniels. He's got 6. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Now here's Holmgren. Hits the 3-point bomb. Holmgren's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hawks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift them to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Holmgren comes with the double team. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu with a screen on Dort. And it's Rizachet missing. Thunder trailing by 15. Holmgren with it. He had 25 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And let's not ignore his impact at the other end. 4 blocks on the night. That's what you call sending a message defensively.
Okongwu with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Rizachet in the corner. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Outside, Dort on the wing. Williams lets it go. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 13. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better, and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Now Daniels, 8 points for him. Pass to the monster. Here's Carey. Over Williams. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thunder trailing by 15. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Thunder.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Outside Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Fires from deep. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
On the wing, Daniels. Wallace covering. Here's Carey. Pass to the monster. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Hartenstein's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Wallace. He has yet to score. Pass to Williams. Wiggins kicks to Wallace. Here's Justice. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 18. Here's Alexander Walker. 1:51 left in the first half. Ball stolen. Justice defended by Alexander Walker. Hartenstein with the screen on Porzingis. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And they get it. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Carey passes to the monster. With the fadeaway. And again, it's Atlanta.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The three. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Johnson kicks to Porzingis. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Takes a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Here's Wallace. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Wallace. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. They set the pick. Pass to the monster. 1 second left. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Atlanta as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out though, Kenny.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Hawks.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from the monster.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lets it go with a 3. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Risacher. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Dort.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Atlanta, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside Williams. For 3, Holmgren. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson outside. To the middle. Caruso grabs the miss. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Floats it up for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Young with the ball. 13 points in the game. Pass to the Monster. Daniels with it. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Now here's Caruso. Defense right on him. It's deflected. Now Daniels. He's got 8.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Holmgren.
And we knew Holmgren could get up there, but wow, he put some spice on that one.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Atlanta leading by 21. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Young from deep three-point range. The Hawks again can't hit. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Takes the three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's the monster. Now Young. Good D by Holmgren. Dort wide open. Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Down low. Stolen by Dort. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. You look at Williams, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will. And, of course, the monster, someone else that knows how to score. A great season for him.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
And the Hawks making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's see some of the numbers here for Trae Young.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Olynyk the pass to Daniels. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dort. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Williams. Over Daniels. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Atlanta leading by 14. Pass to Johnson. Riza with it. And here's Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Dort misses. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one's good. Riza Shea.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Under trailing by 17. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Johnson kicks to Young. Here's Olynyk. Still scoreless. Pass to Riza. Misses the three.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Olynyk.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it. And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Cool hands checked in for Jalen Johnson. Money comes in for Riza. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. Holmgren hits them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Young outside. Shoots over Caruso. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 15 points.
Well, that one from mid-range. Young's got a quick release.
Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Joe, good. Joe's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Young outside. Pass to Olynyk. The fader. Chalk up two there. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Well, we know Olynyk would rather be all the way inside, but he manages to make the mid-range work.
Left side Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Thunder have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Atlanta making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Olynyk, and Thunder subbed in for Young. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Chet Holmgren, and Wallace subbed in for Alex Caruso. He doesn't get the second one. Atlanta leading by 15. Here's Carey. Top of the key, Porzingis. Rebounded by Joe. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Topic. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Screen by Hartenstein. Williams passes to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Cool Hands. Just his first attempt. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's Williams. Here's Joe. And here is Williams. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Williams is checked in for the Thunder. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Number 5, the Hawks.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Pass to Joe. Here's Topic. Pocket 6. Screen by Hartenstein. Shot's good by Topic. Topic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Alexander Walker with the ball. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Topic. Screen by Hartenstein. Topic, no good. Atlanta leading by 10. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Assistance by the kid, Alexander Walker.
Here's Topic. He's got 7. Here's Williams. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
The Thunder have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And that one falls for Williams. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Kane. No scoring in this one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Topic. And the shot is good. Here's Kane. Porzingis. Over Williams. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. That's tipped. The kick out to Williams. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Carey. To the inside. Pass to Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Topic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Wallace. Here's Williams. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now here's Porzingis. He's defended by Hartenstein. Porzingis against Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Topic. He's got 9. Pass to Wallace. Here's Joe from downtown. It's good from long range. Joe's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Hawks leading by 4. Now, Alexander Walker. Okongwu was screened. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Topic. Screen by Hartenstein. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Atlanta's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Alexander Walker. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Topic. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Okongwu. Pass to Kane. Over Joe. Kane, that's good. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
To the middle. With 2 seconds left. That one doesn't go. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Thunder is out there with Young. And it's the monster in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
At the line for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Holmgren.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
Holmgren hits them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Johnson outside. Pass to Young. To the paint. Riza with it for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
The shot's good.
Well, with his wingspan, Alex Caruso is better than your average guard down low.
The Hawks leading by 3. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And it's good for 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Caruso against Young. Pass to Carey. Here's the monster. Fades back. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Team seconds. At the line for the Thunder, Williams taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Daniels is checked in for Thunder. And Williams drops them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Caruso against Young. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Holmgren dishes to Williams.
Hawks foul. 10 seconds. Team's better. At the line for the Thunder, Williams, 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Dort, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Caruso against Young. And here's Daniels. 3-pointer. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
It's deflected. Here's Riza, defended by Caruso. Johnson, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Holmgren with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The monster, no good. The Thunder leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Young passes to the monster. To end the run, he lays it in. And it's now 23 points for the monster.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Williams, back to Holmgren. Rebounded by the Hawks. The Monsters got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Rizachet, defended by Dort. Rizachet with it. All sorts of time. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal, team's 5th. At the line for Thunder, Williams. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 6. Here is Daniels. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Johnson. Down low. And the dunk by Rizachet.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. He's given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Caruso kicks to Dort. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Young. Back to Daniels. Johnson outside. It's Young on the wing, defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 3. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Shoots it up. Rebound by Johnson. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's the monster, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Yep, that one goes. 25 points for the monster. Thunder have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. From the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Atlanta has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bounce pass Young. Here's the monster. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closer. A second chance effort. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Daniels. Back to Johnson. It's up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Pass to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Thunder's checked in for Atlanta.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 shot.
One shot.
The Hawks trail by 13. Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Carey.
Thunder foul. Williams. 3rd personal. Team's first. At the line for Atlanta. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Off the inbound. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort. Dort's got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 14. Pass to the monster. And here's Young. Johnson surveying the floor. To the middle. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. And they recover it. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dort. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Taken away by Williams. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Right side, Dort. The rebound by Young. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hawks passing it around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, the defense is right to challenge Young inside, but he's a persistent guy.
That free throw good from Young. And the Hawks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren from deep. They get the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
Young against Caruso. Young outside. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carey. Thunder with the rebound. Dort's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Fast break, the Hawks. Pass to Rizachet. That's tipped.
A remarkable defender. Caruso also uses his deceptive vertical to his advantage to come up with blocks.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jalen Williams.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Pass to Holmgren. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Carey. Outside, Porzingis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Assist goes to Carey.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Jalen Williams.